Yeah, it's here for another for you. Hopefully, radio no asukusu with you. I said, you could see the BIA no financial peace education. Said any in your Patrik Nanea Barfi, your Debramono. And then soon Yamia Dum, your sign about Bishia, and the treatment will feed the any free when Omra Mekay. I'm the betcha. Last week, you had some technical issues. It's your Dishani and Timmy for Nina, Mamma, and some Nissin Echo ye. But guess what? And then Yamia Dum. You're saying you're Patrik Nanea Barfi, our humaniso. Yasan Sonia Mr. Woolley, as so I was so. Etitamu kuchu ye di jumedi ne bro. Fronia bi so mra mekan ho na ne empire ebe ho no. Enkrofo ne sisi a che mo. Ene nana wo so di otim se nya asem ketua. Masa wuli so abeka ho di ene na che se ya to adi. Etimi twa me ho aba no makofa mo na om di jumedi no abre. Yo na mbacha wotemenka.
Eto nkapa.
Masa William Bacho also wotemenka de.
Patrik, Meton Kappa, God bless you.
Where is Cass pa baby be fe bia na ehia. Ene nyame adum. Yenya we die na say. Nana mecha ho meja dwumadie na ma na ene so die nyame wo no mode amaye.
Yo, it's here for your boy Patrik Barfi. Hope for life and I would you know. Financial peace education and your bro no. Send me kind no. It was rather unfortunate last week. Na ya share ye brother ye nyano and the esaka no. It's a topic no. I mean share your screen nice and your fair. The topic ne car buying presentation. A car buying presentation. Na send your mouth for CC no. Kwan be fa so a beto car go ene se be a yebetimi adi enim se Sunday bi enumre no sikasem ye ka ho ayi wa ha na ye car so ye bibia we edan tofru mu a ade ba kwa ne bodin ba abrabum e car 120 year obeti enti be jama we dey me ntina me introduction me wa start my introduction na wa for bibia free ho bro say screen ba sharing no
Nana no nyamai.
am I
Davi.
enya share ho okay me ba so see share ho. So I mean, be myself. Ubet me start na me try aba. Ubet me start it. We introduction na fe. That what me can.
Meton Kappa.
You start it. I start it.
Yo,
Tonka.
and the kind at you for your son that Munina has to be. Send na your brother can technical issues last time and I was saying I'm about to say and maybe on 2 years, but Yamian Sam what me call another platform. I mean, young brother and I Barfi, and so share ideas in a different level. And Yamma and nature say, I am the same minimum in Asia. And if you see the Yam Yasidame on
Nana Fidi
kind of
Abakama.
on also a dear Yaman Kane. Nan your tossing so a dear for Mutiemi. Any Nanayaw, any word my year for pa in Shrankamu because be more this opportunity. I don't take it lightly because a boy miankasa said Juma me ye. Just a quamba come a many pe whom and he said Ubeda who the idiot for. Now, ye Ghanaian community no. Do remember I was a boy home. As this is true home. Aha. And the back will go hawk Juma Krana gun and you by Juma. No, sure say history. A war that I know says, or by Juma or your gun and you know, I just say, Obasha cry, no, I was say. It is surely a deal. But Spanish ni Ethiopia ni but talk a dear or Penionko Ethiopia ni. Says Spanish ni but a dear or Penionko Span and a Ghana for yen to me and why I'm young. And then I was see it to me a wire. To the big crown, I just say, if you mutra apartment, your house near the Sanko Fuet Mitra, a Momunia Sudre, a Momu Sevu, but Ghana Fonso Cotina, a Yantoquanqua. So be so Ghana Nina, the Yonko Bay Juma, I was Star Bialua and Toquanqua day. I was so sad, you to me, na yetimi boaboa yɛn ho eti ne yɛtie ni last time I'm say platform for so na me ne nana yawo ya na brantie bi a wɔyɛ Ghana ni nso etie bi wɔsi ada just information a wɔde maa yɛn no ɛna obi foforɔ nso ka kyerɛ sɛ oh ada ɔno nso tie wɔsi na information bebree yi di a wɔde maa yɛn na bɛɛ dɛn na wɔn nso wɔtumi anya sika because nea mumu didi nyinaa na wɔhyɛ na bɛɛ dɛn na wɔtumi anya sika ɛde ato botu ɛna mo si nyame bɛhwɛ me. Nyame bɛhwɛ me. Enti and I'm here to help out. Say car tomu and can and say mo platform any home. It's a means to save money. It's a saving money machine. And that platform it quite bad so. And I was see it to me boy home. Na ye to me masika yeah adwuma ye I was see it to me DBCA because mumu mashisha the same Bapani or any doctorate degree. Kutuano so we William and Mary a few last year. I also pursue the next but near China almost I don't know your ages on this platform, but I was see a timid KBC Mawon. It's Yamina Moha, Samebua, Emma Quabia, no college fund, and I say, woman Quabia, so it bit me, Sikaliba to what the Bashawan, the Kaba Adia Bakwa. MYN any cattle because you go fat a cacasia be beton so. Na say would ya cannot 700, 800,000 and some of the cars you could be paying about 2,000 depending on the car you bought. And it's that time when yes, car and less than auto because sorry no, we call party no. We call gathering will be address and will be a driver Lexus, will be a driver BMW. Nti no wakɔtɔ bi nso wokɔ adwuma a na wɔ sɛ wotena mu a woba fie nso antɔkwa ɛna wo ma nso wonya adagye ɛna wahwɛ ho but the time has come for us to help ourselves information nti mehyɛ aseɛ no me say knowledge is power knowledge is power ɛna yɛn nyinaa nim but there's a certain element that is missing knowledge applied is power. In this application, and I'm na me dino pa de ɛyɛ miɛnsa enti nane ya fa me dino ɛyɛ Tony no William de papa de ma me mampe William da enso no nani me nkrata enti minyi a me call school na me go for Anthony enti no Tony de me ana me de to me ho so enti sɛ ubo me dino amfa Tony na me hyemu anu apra enti William Tony Tachi na ma yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ ɛyɛ dealerships and now say Lamba Kanda. Me yeah, dream about any other dealership biada. I started that work 2012, in November 12. I'm on my 12 to 13 years. Now I'm one of the top sales. Patro me peja di bi di achiro nana ubetumi afa to sumami. I don't know say bebo minimum how. Can you see this one? Let me go here. But you say
you who are part of the camera now you
so okay. Adi you. It's like a Super Bowl ring. And that's the Olympic Games, gold medals now. One more reading. Obi a waya juma e wo dealership bi ade am kura yi. It's so important say when high sales performance you can never have this. Tibe de kire. No who say onipa onumba ba kasa. I'm speaking from experience. It see was munyina mahunu de me see ho. I normally don't want to show myself a lot. Senya the question into dada. But I just presented this for you to know where I'm coming from. It will be amen, but amen.
Amen.
Okay, this is a professional level. Me you be I'm sorry I didn't me preach me ye bibia anti me no kasa ni adi nyina to be na was say we need a different format, a professional format. But amen no so be mu a mesle mu a and say how much. And ways to buy a car. I won't say 7 ways, but ways. And in America, say a Ghanaian community, right now we've been enlarged. And Nipana Ghana for Yamia do you say your dorsal. Now, dear Hamley say, your friend be say, oh yes, oh yeah, we are Ghana, I don't think we should one case who chrome Ghana. So be baba, Nina a perception. Ghana for a excuse me to say, near your name. I transition from Ghana, the glory and the culture that we had in Ghana, no, and yet the Baha. And Tibashanwa wouldn't say Ghana for one kind of correct. And you say, well, you are dear grandma, wouldn't see a baby issue. But yeah, and then I should say, information is power and also very vital. We have to share among ourselves because other people are doing it. And nothing I'm our car to se baka ton padia a year cast a ton my software New York and very different states they call me to get this vital information now and yes be a hand and I work at landmark handler on the Duke Street but in your hand and you know the same thing a year you find say a system I use the same system the kobe bia into minimum woman into this is just an introduction. Into nanam se manu sika kran sana mento aso dia. This is just an introduction. Thank you.
Mr. Tony, you better was what we would do is Obekasa say 30 minutes time na yama man for more questions any we number.
I like that. I like that.
You jam nana when you emergency be quick or
Yo,
sending me
now
message.
Pacha what's who did the same here?
Average DJ Mike ni.
Hey DJ, yo, Mike. It's not going to be the first time and the last time we are going to work together. Why?
No problem, cry.
Because I have so much information and I need to share with the Ghanaian community because we've been duped for a long time.
Yes.
But the time has come for us to also save money for our, not just for you, but we are for our children and our grandchildren. Amen. Yo,
Amen.
and see, I always say, so I'm going to school now, we always say knowledge is power, but that's not the full truth. Knowledge applied is power. Knowledge applied. Sometimes you need someone to help you to get that knowledge, and that is why I am here today. Okay. Before you step out to purchase a vehicle, do your research. This is my second time I'm a Sadway. And you know, and send out Cassa Uber to a car. Mr. One, okay. A yes, and saying I'm yatum. And can a back room and a yammer war. And the yanya and money and no more. And Kaya mobile. Benjamin Samu. nyamiama ye ma nyamiama ye nananom se ye Spanish for ya o papa no maame ente brofo nanso all dealership abeto car no na de wo faase ne nana bi anase ne ba bi ka no ho akora no what Spanish or santi brofo. It is the same thing here. Black Americans brofo bi eme they almost the same thing here. Intimate say some research ya making and no just say wona research no kura ya can research ya ebi ana me no bi nim se na esie no ba wo ma no go fie ho sa eye your friend say phone ne kura won iPad ne kura won every your friend says ade bi e kura no obetimi ya research ya ma catch no ade a wo pe your man they are our AI in our Google Maps, everything catch them. Can you teach them? Explain it them. We say people say me talk car, break it more my new situation. I say car no I'm the quite human and yet say I shall see Jimmy. Now Abna Philip Kwame. If I don't go to work, I know and you know that we are not going to have food to eat. We are not going to pay these bills. We are not going to explain this. I don't pay. Me name Kola Nantiache. Into so a year Church of Pentecost, more PWC, meaning Kwala, youth Nanti. Break it down. I told the Bikwana was that Oluamuko be now call and yet bribe, but let them know say you need help. Call for help. Now help now we hear no. I will feel why. Ain't you person talker? Mumu catch on some person we are research. I would different dealerships. Ain't one MMDs or best search prices about the car you want, either pre-owned and I said used car or new car. Nothing catch on websites and yeah dealerships no. Now on compete among themselves. And your money and none will see a team for sure almost Spanish for you, Ethiopia for you, adapt a yinsu and so yeah. Ain't the same thing here, Ghana for. Ain't a woman there, a be out walk in. A dow car, say, you know, sana yepe, me kaya. I'm taking myself in the bulk of, dealerships. Even though I self integrity, but now, I'm taking myself as a salesperson, a regular salesperson. Me person who watch no about. But anticipate is a car no, I would drive on. A beer, a better baby. Car, it is a nipa. Excuse me to say, it do be a gas station near Kobu gas, dear gum. It would be a nipa brain, I was so that. And 2 years you may ye every year. We hear home. And Tinanya me about a frame. Kaya the Juma year, Kawu about the engine light. One na what a smell be. A be a car now to I get Juma about almost 200,000 miles or over 200 and now it depends on the car. So okoto car enya around 120 create me. And you would drive no and yamenko yeno. Na was say we hear car for. And you do what yamikin. A unit does information it does. But please let somebody help you. So once you know about me, yeah, no dear, a year old school to send me dear. Baby, I mean to me, research you're making. And to be a meth reference, it's good to call dealerships for phone, left reference. And it's our friend. Metro say nipa no a only kasai no nipa ni din manager o ma price no gini din na atro to ho mo send you your friend OTD out of the door price enya ba akofo e dey say me we be competitors a year landmark handle ebi a eye shihi ebi a eye yan fan say a year fair fast handle ebi nso a your neighborhood ye it could be say a year Tyson corner So, and yes, answer 100 a year. Your friend is saying, "What Woodbridge?" And only me local dealerships. Into Ubano and answer Warcraft. Prefer one, you know. Now, Uber Frebia, but more dears, Obenya price, a poor ha. On for price in now, farm. We have been trained to do that. But at the end of the day, no, while falling in our mark, Robert Mount, generic price be at, I say, and yenning in our amount. But say, say. Now, Ubansu, you. And I say, you would the answer or you were afraid. But baby, and now on the so on website, is very vital, very important. Go to the dealership website because one mimi dealership price a boka no it's not the same as the price on the Marina sticker. It's not the same price as the one on the car. But yanka mimi penny say who buy and you have no knowledge, you have nothing. No, I walk on watch you now. Unanti buy. Unanti buy as a salesperson. They are me do kwa car no. Me pretending unless I know say you don't know. Enti me fa unko system num enko hu discount wa ye ama. Because the more I sell on the sticker price, the more and the chances that I have money in my pocket. Yeah, sorry, I'm saying can make hallelujah. But this is different. Mean hallelujah. No? But this one it is. Mr. Wow, nipa or born wire research. No, say you once or go to the website and you dear. No who advertise price now a wohono. Obi wo ha discounted price no be show or be show. Every government na my way say and you may be one cast will bet my year send your pen or must set the standard. So won't you go above this? And the COVID buy any after COVID no yes catching see ya COVID nico. It's sales person be madam be catching and can't quite and can depend but COVID and cancer hola. Because supply and demand, what we economics they be and that's why you be down. The more supply you have, the chances are the prices are going down. Into 3-4 months back, 1 year, 2 years, people come in to buy car for a car we don't have. So you have to put a deposit down. And the same kind of MSRP, you are going to pay over $2,000-3,000 and wait for the car. Nyamikens will be to be COVID time no. Nyamiken, we made money because I talk come you no mawa, and as I talk come you know for the week here. Money I'm making a car no, it's more than a need. But the thing is now, no, the market is open. Say the producers and as manufacturers, no, and a union now open. It's better than before. And say, don't let anybody sell to you a car on MSRP. That's manufacturer's suggested price, and then what's the kind of home? And this will be a cars and one and that one will run and go to a different dealership. But I'll bet you different dealership, no. Now you have made your research. And as if you are calling, so they are call around. If your son or your daughter is trying to get a price for you from a different dealership now, ask for competitive prices because the competition, as they say, Olympic Games, the competition brings the best out of you, and competition is going to save you money. And this one, no, and I said, "Oh, money to me fail," and I said, "Oh, to me, I research 5-6 dealerships. I tell them be crack or Maryland, New Jersey. I tell them be a New York. Omu to me yes I do. And two betty me, no, New York price be a now catch me." I said, "William, this is the price I had from New York. And it doesn't mean say the person want me to come to New York and this is the price I'm going. But no, I can only panel. But because you are right here on Duke Street, if you can match this price, I will come and buy for you. Minim and I say good. And you know what Delaware, what New York, what New Jersey, what stretching feathers, one umbrella no. And Virginia ne Maryland, because this woman make a meton, this if one need Honda with this until they buy from us or the other ones. And you buy no now, another thing stretchy umbrella no. What could you volume of prices? But Honda will never make you a car different from the other one that somebody else is driving. Yeah, I can't want to say. So will be a drive with the top Honda vehicle, the top BMW, the top Lexus, the top whatever. Yeah, the crow engine a woman, and where be and a walk near will be at home. But the only problem is the same car you could be buying it for $100,000. Somebody can get about $70,000. The same car. Why are you paying more than somebody also paying less? Because this person had information. He was able to consistently did a research. One now Amalika and Sana Obepeka. Well, you're researching about 3 months before. Maybe a year. Some people go about 2 years. Mostly young people and almost yes harden. Knowing say yet then baby no. He or she is going to need a new car. And I will go out from there. And let me go to the next one. Before you step out to purchase a vehicle, do your research. Let your children help you by doing thorough, you know, investigations from other dealerships and compare prices. And do not use your original name to create the profile. Use a genetic name or number because you're better how again. What done on your best friend was just use something else. Any phone be. But what you are doing is a research. Don't ever fill any kind of application online because you have never driven the car. But we are research, men submit where you be okay. The next one, check your check with your financial institution. This is very important. Check with your financial institution. Because now who credit unions. USAA. You could be in Navy Federal. You can be in Apple Credit Union. So many unions. Okay. And those financials, and that's your own bank. You could be with Wells Fargo. Yeah, no, I'm here, Juma. Friend is saying, Capital One. What is Capital One, dear? Because one of the low man here for, but they were able to beat Honda Financial Corporation. And to me back me to me Capital One and the financing. Those days, they gave me an interest rate better than my own institution, Honda Finance. Maybe card Honda Finance, but Capital One was able to help me out to get a better rate. And please, please, please do that research. Call bank, they have your credit information already. And and I say, Kotinasi, then will be in Casa. Upa saw talker, say this. Okay, and and some almost bet my baby amount. I just want a dealership about the price of the car and your friend be buyer's order. It means to call a be fair purchase order. Without buyer's order or purchase order, the bank will never know the total price of the car. Into Umbasa, I send you about dealership. And as a car will pen dealership. Into Ubashano, now waba. Now, and I say, walk on my range, near my check. But when you are holding and sana you check but they know where you stand according to your credit information. I'm talking your credit score and your credit history. And you know, bet my amount cap be a while. I say, okay, kopeka, but do not exceed a car that is going to be more than $40,000 or $30,000. And you know, bit to say me say, when you understand what I'm was the elder, my bank has given me a check, but I do not want to exceed 30,000 in the crowd. And I know me be my obisa. And to me pay will sell no. I will fight say, so I can what is go why your research that may yes me a CD 30,000, but I have something close to your 30,000. 29.8, 29.5, 29. Like I said, my CD was 30,000, but I'm working with you something below your 30,000. The same kind of so one year research now, somebody could be selling to you over 35, 38, 40,000. See, because you know what you want, and that is why you have stepped out to buy a car. Now, no just say, which and I woke up to a car. Into my mentor. Aha. We know very different from what I did the other time. The other time there was interaction. I like this better. It looked like I'm so muted, but let me continue. Aha. Because I said check your financial institution depending where you save. So no more Juma. And I become your own bank, Bank of America, wherever, yeah, trees and all, check with them. Do sell car. And we'll say different situations for different cause different people to buy vehicles based on their needs at the time. This is very important. Different situations causes different people to buy cars based on their needs. But no matter what the needs is or are, do your best to research before you step out to the dealership. Medical color. And I miss repeating. Scientists stress say, yeah, man, my dear, mini mark point to do a work line so. A man, answer assemble me a click or a dream, not back a dream. It has to be repeated 14 times. It never be what me repeating one is an intentional. I'm doing it intentionally. But a man, 7 times now at the come. You see the difference? And sana the beka obema dream. The thing has to be repeated 14 times. And it's no bar we are bonny and you rain fino. A mass there 7. Into never be where me repeat me one is very intentional because my yana sa. In the Bible, Deuteronomy chapter 8, you say, Masai, Makoma Chikakra. Onyame says, when you go to the new land, I'm going to give it to you. When you eat and you are filled, Onyame says, that's a mea, mon kaime. Onyame for. How many times do you eat in a day? What the breakfast? No, what the lunch? What the dinner, na supper, and a jukran so a big sneaky as I did. And Nyame said, did that be one kind. Now he was tightening the eating of food to remembrance. Enipa nkyɛn yɛ when I'm repeating myself, intentional. I say, but no matter what the need is, do your research before you step at the dealership. So don't buy by emotion or impulse. Don't wait until the situation get worse. Oh my goodness, I do a here pa. So we can't a memory yanyadi. So balu kwa juma wadi paycheck benti we can't you won't change who nim baby and oil ne car or drive no just a wouldn't name who be what the number ma Woman you niema omutimi ye, but memma yansu ye niema wasi ye boa. Uto car no man no ano, but you could remember do one no bad the tia. Maintenance what can be no, you don't know. And Obanunam a year 95 so but not 95 near Deno, never see. But the question is, maybe maintenance, I wasn't out the one crown. You don't know what is going on about her car. And Tibosha crown was senka, and you may be one, can you tell me the one and sign a problem? No, I see. And Tianajua, what thou banam, we shall come on your flow. And to acquire no, what try your best, I need into the next day, no, now we hear car because Obada and Quajuma grocery, that's what the best you won't mean Toma. And now one can have mortgage depending where you live, your mortgage or your rent. Into your body, Tinafia will bear my account. Now, Lintina, why and say, oh, we are understand a side situation. Into the next thing you are going to rush into to a dealership. Aha. You are going to rush in to get a car for the woman, for your wife to go to work. Because car back, I say, ain't you quiet now? Timamin can was but don't buy by emotion or impulse. Don't wait until the situation gets worse. Start your research earlier. It was a medicaika. When you think you are going to need a vehicle, start it earlier. And see who can it yet? Young fans and your old driver there. Oh, Berman. At least we should hear. But we didn't should hear. Or ban or count one should hear. Because a man when you want to me you. And a man my 1 year silent yammy ye. And you can or you air driver. When was the last time one? Who make sure class say a yenny windshield wiper no cry juma. And the snow at all double banner. Windshield wiper no and yet juma na say ensure a gumunu cry juma to all banning in ano. Nothing unanim cry no. Untimi unanim. I'm talking about experience. And you better wiper the juma ensure him. And you better know a accident. Na a little thing I was a woman, and I say, yeah, ma'am, you to me. By a bus, you are coming to a dealership. And I always tell people, say, who bet me away with you, make sure to without a problem, there wouldn't have been a job for anyone. Maybe I wanted that. The problem is you are school I work and yeah, will be a problem. By intina when you're Juma. Because while we are Juma, our nursing home, while we are Juma hospitals will be an area. They say you see hospitals baby because aduane a yɛ ti no ɛne yare adɔso. Wobɛhwɛ na ɛyɛ fi a wotim plumbing system na flooding na nsuo na wo toilet nyɛ adwuma anaasɛ electricity anadwo anaasɛ enti without problem no there wouldn't have been a job for you and I. And this will be car say excuse me to say dealership na yɛ ɔmo de because o car say na just you need a car. Into problem now one no be so and so jubilate and no this brand. But don't wait to get to that situation before you go to dealership. Because who kwa and no yen they say be the me can yen ye pay. And see by emotion and I mean the kind at the last time say who kwa it's answer why you're vulnerable. Not salesperson we didn't come on. We have been trained, we have been trained. Every time no, and Sunday as a salesperson, you go to systematic training. They say online training, Zoom training. They say 10 you cry, say yeah to a year before. And they are wired down. You keep on doing the same thing. Send your make here. And to what you want and no body language. maybe a question. And the way I basically reply, and I bet you said this woman or this man, without my help, she or he can never even function. Until the person is at the mercy of me. Until she need help. Until I was having one. Until I was having boa dear. And yet, now me boa one my boa me bottom. Until I make us will be with some elder. Now some information. Let me go. I'm sorry. Let me go to William. Some information I will share in a better than what you mean as to bottom. And I'm saying, I'm a better. So, into what you only I don't know. Now, I don't know whose situation I will because your car is smoking. Your car is had just died. Now, I did my consult. Okay, let me go back to the script. Don't buy by emotion or impulse. Don't wait until the situation gets worse. Start your research earlier. When you think you are going to need a car, start it earlier. The next one is very costly to be poor. I'm going to explain. It's very costly to be poor. Remember, being poor does not mean not having money. Huh. Being poor, you know, just you can't show tomorrow. But number one, being poor means you are in the dark. You don't have information or lack of information about the product. And it doesn't matter, say, what professional room. So, nipa ni be bua, obebu. We a doctor, we say, we say, we say, we ni mama pa upa. Ebe tena wa because the juma wa no. So, it doesn't do your research, get vital information. Number two, being poor is again is having a challenge credit. I'm not saying a bad credit. There's a difference between having a challenging credit or a bad credit. So people be some question one. Challenging credit or bad credit. Two different things. Do not say bad credit. Which causes you to pay higher interest rate. And say who are challenging creditor, we can help, but bad credit, you messed up. There were two different types of credit history and credit report. Young fans who Ghana ba, and that's who 6 years old. People who Chrome about 20 years, 25, 30 years, but only credit history, only credit report, only credit score. Because what Tony Kabia and that's a DB away and what Tony Quanche, a Quanchain, just like the person still living in Ghana. And it's the same in managing. And this man is at the point of helping his children. It was Omoko College. And as I was saying, man, I was almost here because Oko School, I was Williamsburg, Oko School, Penn State, Oko School, I was Norfolk, Oko School. You are the parent, you have to be responsible. And we have companies that can help you, but it's going to cost you. I mean, the Black Americans, your problems. People will step in to help you, but it's going to cost you. And it said, bouncement will be a quiet bonena, would need a year be barely, any pardon will be barely nipa mouth. So credit is so important, please. And your mom would hear me. It's so important. And you will kai winchima, kai woman or nana no one quality and kanyade. Ubet matter and quanchain cars are unless I would you are living in a different island. Why what you say? Will be there, that is fine. But it will catch up with you. Because the bedu baby no manwa, waba ko krani abrewana, umala kombe buawo. Obu hu se wa buawo. Wo mutimi ye umbi bia, so na wo krum ha. Obie ni ho opeka. Da bia meka. Obie ni ho opeka, ba krum ha no. Enye be bi wo ha meka no se wonni meta repeat say wonni ka ye bu. It's a challenging, it's a statement. But woni ka ye mu no e ka no wonim senia wonkɔyɛ ma ne mmoro so sɛ wontimi ntua. But the reason I have those things, I know say I can pay it, but intentionally when it comes to credit application, credit history, credit score, FICO scores, I will be able to be there and help my own family. Since they will be in your co-signing, I can. Now, me from 2015, 2010 below the other co-signing. Since they will be co-signing out because then nobody will co-sign for you. You are on your own, and to start build yourself to help your children and your grandchildren. It's in America. Sorry, I can make a hallelujah. But it look like I'm speaking to myself, but somebody else is hearing me. It's in my main cause. It's a do time on pass. Person interrupt you and moment why. Or say,
you.
like as a multi partner.
Akitani kasa na yawa super yamra ne ke twam se o se yubusa questions but the information out the money vital anti wo de kwaso may je omo
Yo,
questions ni go anuma
I am
the
the
be man
part,
one send one by one am I
am the Martin Nipanka. Was apart from buying a house, the most expensive thing you buy in this world is vehicle. If you are part of the middle class. But if you mess up your credit after buying a vehicle, it makes it very hard and difficult to buy a house. But if you get it right, you put a smile on the face of the real estate agent. Onipa obo nwa to fie no. Nya making se meboa. Entu ba hwe na enyema bi de da wo credit so. Entu ba se real estate agent obeboa wa. Ni yi sa nyema ni nyina. At the time when do so house, you have to spend about $2,000-3,000. Now collecting maybe na so one messy up near repo card. One messy up make us say, oh boy will be. And now we help put a nipan tia, onipa nantria, and a down credit swap. Onipa no just if you know yes be a sika will make and ka won't mean to because near a who can say so kotofia credit score no is lower than buying a car. Pastor Choto. This question somebody we need to ponder over that. So Obi Kotofia who was 620, 615, 680 crown or bit much fee. But so kotoka. We are expecting you to have around 700 and over. And now a year if you know so. So what did the car near maybe swa? Only panobeti or bamwa koi sanya meti kebiana and maybe an won't. So when you sanya manua, if you know you are not going to qualify, or pursue to me your best 6 something, and 2 years 6 something with you a car. Interest rate is very high. If you know, since say the minimum if you remember to me, the minimum 3.25 those days. I'm it me. But you see, it's over 620. I don't know how your credit, your interest rate is going to be. And look around just why you near maybe a few. That's a compasa your repo car. And that's other elements on your credit there. Like I say, you don't qualify. It's a sad time. No. Make sure no family free Ghana back. Any nipebia ban. Apartment, 1 room, 2 rooms, Much so. And ye a tuntum the number roaches the number you pay yanka upe fiebi. Nanka building equity into the amount. But because of credit, because a car won't be that. Won't tangible, valuable yibiada. Uber chrome information nipa be too for. A do face when yatia and that old mentality, that's what dream. And Timlanka, person, out of fear. I feel we ye. But a ma or baby and or power. Let me say platform is remember the doors. And you know, baby and or power because of sorry or party or share environment in that. Nimu di na denti na wo mebe emra na me wo Ghana wo sika ma me no na me nim se say bro chire kra sa letie ade ti na me ye ho a chire yen sa na me ba fia me ho ntore na apartment mu Ni nyinaa sɛ credit no one building because car bi a wotɔɔeɛ no wantumi anyɛ nneɛma yie. That's why I'm here tonight. Nti na maa mi share saa nneɛma yi. Nti maa mi nto aso. Maa mi nto aso. But if you mess up, never do credit application before you test drive the vehicle. Never ever. So when you can as a dealership wa, yi back no. They say me can they say me who akwa shame to say in general. Into people say, elder, how do you sell a car if you're an elder in the church? That's very deep because you're doing it. And I'm catch the woman say, I sell with integrity. What I am in the night is the same of what I am in the day. My word and my deeds are the same. Into be able to car who be no. I will me dex no. Medikai am ya drive car no. Na me ba makwakonya makwaje price no dia bro. Discount bia minim bia meji di amount. Ansa na yako finance. You finance. Finance. But before then, ubetimi akọ dealership bia unya duya omuso ya Africa ni Ghana ni no. No per se what they credit a year betu anim. So basta ukọ dealership bia koto car no per se check with credit application. Please don't do it. Even online and answer in person, do not do it. It's very important. And now may emphasize because your credit is who you are. Your social credit, you are going to provide your social security SSN. Will be enemy. Me William Tony Tesh will be enemy, but they know my social security when I apply for something. And they review who you are. And this may apply credit via or dealership or not a salesperson. If I know your credit performance, either you are high or you are low. No, Ningina is of my advantage, but you don't know. O credit in yet, that's a winning more. And that's all credit in yet, as you know, winning more. It is of the advantage or advantageous to the dealership and the salesperson. And see, I did back who I'm going to say, yeah, Ghana free. It's now last time I'm in Nakasai. Near me kind of say, and that's the kind of say, yeah, what a year state beyond some of them crown every year beyond we have a credit report for free. Yeah, website yeah. You can check your credit. Say yeah, say yeah, how can you repay? At the end of credit and yeah. The way you function, the way you do your things. Now we hear education. And sorry, resources does.
Masa Tony, as you are quite an so wait me Arapa Nanka take amount for so questions on the abana one and one after the other. Am I?
Sa and I make count. And I made the baby see what how. I said so dealership run ya boss. Oko dealership be am so ma yen run no credit. My any kind the kind drive a car no and sana what were you running credit. You tossing me do not tell the salesperson about your situation. Your problems are what about when a man can't share any panel. As a member, me car smoke and then run me who engine light. I want me care. Do not ever do that. Test the vehicle before you buy. Listen to other things apart from the driving of the vehicle itself. If you move drive on, listen, most are pre-owned. Wow, to use car. But more old drive on, poor big car will be a when you can, will be quite big of any filter. Now we drive on make sure say sound and in maybe one check car no engine in your. I'm speaking of the used car. Ask the salesperson, not the finance person, about the warranty of the car. Because the salesperson need the warranty work a booster or no and or what finance no. Because finance person the person what turn we are seeing the amount. And so a new car, your manufacturer warranty but financing can't you and a used car so your certified used cars and as a dealership warranty nina also a womb betting and sell wako a year finance because on country no bet on the amount and now my sound to us to me wrap up. Down payment is helpful if you have a challenging, I did not say bad credit, a challenging credit. But if your credit is good, you don't have to put anything down unless you choose to. It's very important because as you can if you are betting with your you be now BBS here was it 2,000, 5,000, 4,000. Ubashakra ufie ebi a roof in I was all day. Now they are caught to cast because you don't know. But we share you we are consistent rubetimia. But a basse open say we not consistent monthly payment so they are a yes sir would it be better twice here. A help for the financial institution to approve you easily. And I ask for the incentives very important. Incentives, boost our salesperson, not the finance. Because your college grad, but now be school. We school within 2 years, and in final Honda, your discount, and will be a military, so active or retired. See, and I'm make the decision to buy. Make the decision to buy extra before you get to the finance. Car turn on your price, no, I'm the car. Now, we do finance here. Honey, bulu, honey, nipa. And before you go no bisa now you're researching would do what near one person toma near digging so won't hear it's me rapport always try and buy the right car from the onset. Some vehicles generate negative or positive equity in the long run based on the vehicle you initially bought. Very important. Can you was all or the a cabin when you go say I don't know when and how. Because let me give you class American cars, Wakoto Dutch, Wakoto Chevy, Wakoto, because who say na womama 0%, wherever they did. No, a year near know, and wherever no Wakoto. But long run, no can only 120,000 miles, na engine light so. And so now can you na a car that one it's not going to go away and you have been a bit amount and you now will have about $15,000 ahead of you. We are going to put it in your next car and it's the same car so will beat you at $300 and you are going to pay $700 a bit do when you because you did not buy the right car back Nissan so we drive up here Mr. I have airfare technologies but it doesn't have positive equity. Yeah, Prezikas Bebre. And to make a long story short, and set money aside for maintenance if you are using your car for Uber and Lyft. I do a here. So what car situations doesn't mean you drive Uber and Lyft. It be a bibinti now you're Juma and what Juma say. And I was so with bills and yard. Remember, who drive Uber? Miles a wodi gu car no so any maintenance can make a regular car obey no ntisa into the more you drive the mileage on the car the more you are killing the car. It young Honda for say wo beto car now the koye lift ni Uber yen to ma unless so we adwuma foforo so wo to wie dia wo betimi dia ye saa adwuma no but so wo ba na be tro Uber ni lift gu so yen to ma because by 1 year, we are going to clock in over 150 or more thousand miles. By 1 year, that was about 36. At Bros, about 36,000 miles. That's a what kill a car. It is a one to me and car, and that's a Honda repossess the car. They are going to be in a loss. And it is a what do car a Uber, Mr. Wa, Pesikabi tour for your next car and also your maintenance. If you have so much information, but for now, Mano ebesi wa ha. Say last time you call break kakra. Thank you, bet me break. And I'm a
what's really that's a pa. I say, yeah, brother,
2 seconds.
crass, but and then you're more quick. I mean, for so you what if for WhatsApp, me, say, you man, number no A703 565 2360 703 2360. What bit me afraid no bushano na wa answer live amount. And I ubet me so they are to chat him and answer social media be wohwɛ bia Facebook, YouTube, baabi a hwɛ bia wode to no ma yɛde bɛma no na wa ansa ama yɛn ma mentake advantage na menkyia adɔfo a anwummere ɔmo ne yɛn ɛsua adeɛ me nua Amanda Parker nyame nhyira wo sɛ wokan hɔ anwummere Abigail abɛyie ɔso so wɔ sɛ Sandra nyame nhyira wo afei Success Janet Opoku Brown Miriam Joyce nyame nhyira na Angela Taylor ɔso so wɔ so Poku Educhu miami name was in Yamisha Ama Hennis. Me were men since we are some more team Doris Amakwa Linda Sikapa and Danny Hussein Elizabeth Lai was also who was in Yamisha say Waba Jasmine May Ajikum Eunice Munya Nyamisha more can last time go so maybe mudin number na media to sono or question me Akuli and I said Tony Elso obit me answer amaye a bra me try me home aba quick nafi wade and sano in ya non so amaye. I said, "Me kind we're already with me afraid." Now the same bisanaba or a crowd will say, "Ubi and no mine." Bray can in the second no with me at the Udie no abba. But Tony, but why you ready?
Yo, my ready for
Yo, Tifu, everything you may see. Mazatoni, Mazatoni, the first question I mean, Obisi, Okat, OTD price. OTD price a better as a single person as a layman. One who say we na OTD price. Inti be a say na was oko and I say na was a ubisa ewo home. Mitra abena akutunya Michelle Andrews appear was so Angelina Blanchet and Jua Debbie Munina Moso. What's the time but your ubigo no one sama.
Yo, number short time belly at the phone. Say about
Yo
8:04.
yeah, you're about 10 minutes more.
Oh, well, I guess the time, I ask you. OT, what you call out of the door price. And say Asia for no, yeah, China for ne, yeah, other Asian, almost almost for India for crowd, or not for OTD. So, and the same thing here, yeah, so young fighting for that. Now, and sana out the door price, a price from the MSRP say car no any discount to a any taxes and all the destination fees. Ne nyinaa hyɛ m nti ɔte yɛwie biribiara no price a wɔaseɛ no ɛno ne sɛ wode biribi kɔ fie nti out of the door nti yɛde ba yɛtwi mu a nti na kɛsɛ biribiara hyɛ m nti nyɛ hwee na wobɛkɔ DMV ɔhu so woatɔ kaa wɔ kwan nkyɛn ɛsɛ obi wɔ hɔ no a wobɛhwɛ na layman wɔde de kaa no esi nkwan nkyɛn na wɔde for sale abɔ mu deɛ woa na wobɛkɔ ɛyi yɛfa no sɛ DMV anaa MVA wɔ Maryland DC akɔyɛ saa no by yɛn Virginia ha deɛ na akɔtɔ kaa wɔ renowned dealership and a reputable dealership OTD no biribiara hyɛ mu na no na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔde competing with other dealers Ntam di kan kan no sɛ wo ba bi wɔ fie anaasɛ wɔ faase bi anaasɛ obi wɔ hɔ a ɔnkɔ online na compete with other dealers sɛ yɛ wɔn nso na awɔ time a frɛfrɛ nti sɛ wofrɛ nso a na onipa no a fa yi general email anaasɛ you know send this price no fam no ɛyi wɔn nyinaa na ɛbɛn no saa at least wonya bɛn mmienu no mmiɛnsa na sɛ wɔn de brɛ wa wobɛtumi ahunu because yɛwɔ nneɛma bi yɛfrɛ bibi packages a yɛtumi de hyɛ mu ɔbɛma price na discount but packages bi wɔ hɔ a ɔde bɛhyɛ mu a ɛho nhia nanso so wantɔ package no a wɔmfa car no nso ma wo nti wobɛhwɛ na wo OTD no even though you had a discount from the MSRP but the OTD is going to be very expensive but so wobɛhwɛ na obi wɔ nso a saa packages no ɛno nyɛ adeɛ a wotɔn obi wɔ hɔ a na dɔ stripes anaasɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛn ɛyɛ nneɛma nketenkete bi ɛyɛ all season floor mat a wobɛtumi Amazon wobɛtumi anya no bɛyɛ akyerɛ so akora de $90 ɛso na yɛtɔn ma 300 nti yɛkeka package no nyinaa bɔ mu a it's about 1,000 5,000 too ɛnyɛ optional nti na no aba abɛhyɛ mu nti sɛ mubusaeɛ a na aseɛ no out of the door price nti ansa na wobɛnya saa price mɛsrɛ sɛ compete with other dealerships.
Yo, but Tony, that's it. The next question, when you see my mom sell the MSRP price to us. Me person me combine the questions because of your time and and the second one, so say the co-signing. Most of people or more a credit in yet be or no or young than the credit in yet. This time uhia car into hear the parents and answer way. But said you can that means and yet and a two. Also so enisa co-signing ma ubi ana.
My memory who here that question. I like the person that asks because in America, my mom be in your college. Okay, and we as parents, and American, but your church to yeah, was here, yeah, brabo ye. And me who say me man our college, I know said they are going to need car, they are going to start life. And me making sure I wasn't me building me credit here. So, and you do say me or woman be here car. And me ma woman be here me ọmọ bẹyẹ mi bẹyẹ ọmọ co-signer mímí bẹyẹ ọmọ co-signer ọtí àṣẹ ètí mímí de ọmọ àṣẹ mẹdì mi bá nu ọba na yẹ pẹni mẹdì náà ṣẹ mímí sáà credit application wọ yẹ co-signer the intention is I'm building her credit for her ètí yẹ tuya no sèse no yẹ tuya no sẹ ẹyẹ credit report no sẹ wọn ní bìbí a wọ so a yẹ fẹ wọ ghost ọsàmàn because sẹ wọn ní hwee wọ so. But because I put my daughter on my at the time when car me me wa me car but onu here car no a me to anasa me bua no na me di onu no ebe ye co me be ye co-signer to her and the same thing here co-signer the who here pass obi benya bia ma wo dia and you run for it obi be ye co-signer ma wo dia mesrɛ jump in but say no mra wi ase we no obiara mpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ co-signer to anybody because nipa bi adi nipa bi ewu because ɛsɛn co-signer nti sɛ onipa no ɔntumi ntɔ fie because kaa bi a ɔkɔtɔ maa obi but we as parents dear we have to be able to be co-signers for our own children like I say yɛ building on future nti sɛ mi kan mi ba no mi co-signing maa ɔno no sɛ ne credit nso ɛdɛn ɛɛba soro nkakra nkakra. Nti ebeduru baabi no ɔpɛ so ɔtɔ car she doesn't need me because say I was able to help her in that lane minim sɛ bi a nea mekyerɛ mu yi nti asɛ yɛ
But first question, no. First question, them the answer. No, say, don't let them anyone sell you with the MSRP. If I'm right, I mean, say, mine. So me allow anyone to sell us with the MSRP price. The better than we say the actual price of the car in and yet the MSRP.
Yo, and no
The Tony
information.
na MSRP na no grading.
Manufacturer's resale price.
Oh, okay.
car bia if I be Marono sticker. So I'm talking about new car. Any used cars in pre-owned vehicles. So what car bia ho be say I say paper bi boka unless
Sticker.
will be ton sticker if the sticker price and aha. And you come say car bia ya ton bia no ko ba bia passengers windshield no window no pajomuti aha say a renowned a repeatable dealership me nyan kwancha me ton cars on kwancha engineer bojua for me can into ko be
Leadership
say
and kasa.
paper bi paper bi bo car no enye driver side but passenger side no either left or right into be say you know na vehicle na dey bia wo car no bia safety features ni adi nyina kyerɛkyerɛ ade bi na wo sɛ ɛsoro no yɛ MSRP the price of the car na no covid time no a na yɛ na covid wɔ mu no ɛno a nyɛmfa sɛ bɛɛ 3 months ni ɛna seesei car prices no ɛreba fam kane ne deɛ na yɛtɔn no MSRP and above MSRP nti nipa no a o ask obusa question that's what it is. Canino, now we put about $2,000-3,000 over the MSRP. The government allowed that. But they say, yeah, don't let anybody sell you on the MSRP because chances are other dealerships are selling it below the MSRP. But the reason is that you do not know because you did not do your research.
Wow.
Some
Wow. Yeah, that's about. And see, it was just about bare 4 minutes. It's me to okay. Akosia baby ubia usunya mishra ana kwabena jechi ewo Eva also oha akosi Ben akosi Ben na Pamela baby ubia akosi opon ana Richard akomea Sophia also Sandra Owari and
mm,
Tracy Gifty Frimpong names in Edoso. The other young fat maybe two more questions. I was here and the woman Lucy Hope. A question about Nizan. No person was in Nizan
oh
a
yeah.
new good car now go most of the youngsters, especially Omo free Ghana Bafu from Omo buy more na Nizan Optima. Any car about photo
Yes.
and that's what's okay no to was in Nizan
Yes.
a new good car na and two the next question is you say also don't let the dealership run your credit. Most of the dealership, as soon as offer an alcohol
Ah,
honma, or check
ah,
your credit. A better no what prevented that.
okay. And it's not more. Nti obi ka kyerɛ m sɛ elder na ade nti information a woyɛ nyinaa no wo give up sɛ mu a mehyɛ aseɛ na mmɔ ha na wo koraa no asɛ you are sharing all the secret na bɛyɛ dɛn na wo nso woatumi anya biribi ato wo bɔtɔm ɛna meka kyerɛ no sɛ nyame ɛna bɛhwɛ me because for me to get this prestige award no it's not what I'm sharing now but what will happen to me after I share this information nti yɛnkɔ certain cars to say Nissan a wɔkɛi Nissan got a very good features, man. Can't let me boy. So, well, yeah, safety features, technology, what's them more? First, say, but they rush to make cars. And you know, can you Nissan? This is a say, dear. And what on the moon? 5, 6, 7 years, not engine light. But that's not supposed to be. Effect. So, but think of the long term because what they buy anyway. Your next car, no, we are going to do, and then we call it trade-ins, trade, TRADE, trade. So we trade it, baby. Trade-in is going to cost you, depending on the car you bought. Initially, it's very important. Buy the right car on the onset. And yes, we'll be caught to a system, then boom. And yeah, but use can new can board. But if do time one, I was say with transitional period. Ubasha crowd can you know ya branch ya na baba one. Now we hear sedan because on maybe 2 doors. But they say why worry? you have a family, you have children, and you have to trade the car in to CarMax or the dealership. Now, buy anyone, yeah, appraiser, write it down. We call something appraiser. We appraise your car. You still owe the bank about $13,000, but we gave you $7,000. That's what I say.
Yes.
And that difference of 4,000 is not going to go away. Is going to be translated or transmit to your next car. And then you have negative equity, no? But it all depends on the car you bought. But auto car beer, it is a Honda and as a Toyota. Main kind of Subaru also is a good car. So, and we have certain BMW. It has a very high negative equity. More drive a high end car. The same thing. And now on the Americans and the boy. So, and American cars, the same thing. Chevy nominate Dodge, you know. So, and you know, would you buy anyway? I presume you owe about 20,000, and we gave you $11,000 for your car. And the difference between the 9,000 is not going to go anywhere. It is going to be translate or transport to your next car. It's in car. Monthly payment now was like $500 a month to everybody. No, yours is going to be about $800 to $900 a month. What I say? And that's where the problem comes from. And the second question, you know, something like in Bionan,
and I also my dealership run no credit, and you better need to prevent it.
Oh, yeah. Yet me prevent it say being right because me run no credit here and I know everything about you. Make us a kind. Nanti me me pay this and all kind. When you buy and person me run that is deception. Ye nim. Me nya run no credit here. Na me who stand. Ujina bia. Either you are weak or you are strong. We are weak here. You are the mercy of me. We are stronger. Many finance, you know, and so are communicating. And you are, it's a sense of general a year interest rate here. Who qualify? Maybe you have a credit of about 750, 720, and all that. No, now when you say credit, you good. No, Obama 4.9, no, and I said 3.9 and 5.9. No, I say about 8 point something because you don't know.
Wow.
So, how do you prevent it? The only way you prevent that is to make sure you test drive the car. Make sure you have information about Ibia. Now we can say your primary financial institution, your credit union or your own bank. It's not make us say I'm going to repeat myself because the more I repeat, the more you get it. Nyamikan, say maybe age almost more like but because I can still remember what I said. In Tiansana Wuba, I can say, don't let anybody run my credit. No. I know, say, in my coffers, you know, I have my Apple Credit Union giving me 5.9 for 60 months. So I say, and you know, I can shoot it on you. Say, this is what this person offered it to me. Can you match it? Dealership, that's what we don't want. That's what I say.
Yes.
We don't want that. We don't know. We don't want to know that you know. We don't want to know that you know more because while your research, this is what your USAA, Navy Federal, Penn Fed gave it to you for this particular car. And if you guys can match it for me, I will do it with you, or I'm going to my dealership, my credit union. And you will beat me this evil. Make when you can't test drive the car. When you can't price, you know, send your wussy penefa. This is a educative consumer. Obia, why in the research? I'm like I say, and you will be a watching my car, a judgment and son of you are very vulnerable.
Wow, Ada, yɛda so paa ɛm sɛ yɛbrɛ no ɛkɔ atwam koraa. Na questions in the questions more say ka wan sama ba me see yɛbɛsan nya another time. The teacher mo a mo join ni.
Anytime, you guys call me.
Mo a mo join ni sesia no dwumadie na yɛdi ne ɛwɔ social media ni nyinaa so wokɔ Hope for Life Radio, your YouTube, Hope for Life TV, and I see your website and a Facebook nso so ɛwɔ hɔ wobɛtumi akɔhɔ ne ɛda ne yɛahyɛ information bebree me nuaba Faustina Ochi, Clement Boatin, Nana Opoku, Hannah Owen, Rosemary Asamoah, Abeta Oseyeboa, na Michael Akono Dompre, so many ordinary actually, and Roberta Aqua, Munina, listen, then what join them, IFPA. Yenny other best she beam, I promise, say, your best I didn't know, I'll be beam. Now, questions are to me, and son.
And my number.
Aha, and I can like a major. Yeah.
Yes.
But you wait me the number. Now,
yes.
Ada, so we person or contact her in case or person or talker and as open knowledge.
And then I make okay. And I say, contact me even when you are not buying car from me.
Okay. But your number is saying now you're from my team.
571
571
499
499
3135.
3135.
Yes, 571 499 3135.
And I add a DNA saying.
Medina William
okay.
Tony Techi.
Okay. Yo, I for said the other kind. Number near 571 499 3135. 571.
And I work at Lamakanda on the Duke Street, Alexandria.
Okay.
Yes, Lamakanda.
William Tony Techi and in Indonesia, you know. Eda, answer your bija more 30 seconds. And then you for more fan normally 8 na Yapon financial peace education. But this is the first time you elder ever since your money times your person kasa na yinyam. But said I can we promise say best the elder as our baby. In the other 30 seconds, so we'll wrap up your would be my answer your Jawa Moako.
Yo, Nyameka said, if you see the Yamiasi, because the Yamia Dumania, this is my second time. I'm a platform be at say so. Now, Nyameka said, a tear for Yame and for Yamahakwada. Because you may be as far as Ghana free, there was a wabwa home. Me fear her air conditions say, and I say plumbing issues are. Now, Minya would be a walk, me chrome casa, maybe say we said in the maybe, or to me, and this is sure home. There be, and no mentality be a different Ghana say, will be a Ghana for be a try who there be. It was say you soon ya me, you be kind. Na never be a while, it means so what. And it's an American, I'm available. Na and I'm young, Nankasa me ba. Me didn't know a quasar about one. You may give me a pencil, sir. Me training, no, I'm your presiding edda, a year and I your Barfi. Saa bɛrima yi nyame de ne yɛ adwuma kɛse wɔ asafo no mu ɔde ne wife Valerie ɛnam wɔn so ɛna maba mo platform yi so but it's not going to be the first and the last anytime bi a mo hia me biara no obi ka nnura koraa de yɛkɔ ayie bi ne yɛbɔ mi din yɛsi mi yɛ abɛ I'm everywhere ɛnɛ koraa mi kɔ asɔre na mi di security wobɛhwɛ mi a ma hyɛ mi security ataadeɛ just say I do so many things ahoɔden ne here eti na mi kɛn. Your program and say that, which means that you still need information, and I'm available anytime. Be a muhia me biano, mumma me whomever. Na Mr. Michel, Yamishamo, a tearful, any other fumina. Thank you very much.
Yo, Eda, Yami is in shop. I'm saying Yami Aduma, you best I know Asia Ubium. Yo, what's your for setting kind of in your Patrik Nanea Barfi, any other Tony, and a two monka our financial peace educational Quesia Bia by 6:45 Yadi Bremono, and ne the knows 7 tips on how buying a car the smart way, and a ne other Edia Breno, Menizo Bio joining you be a way in share because it's Median, it will Facebook, it will YouTube, it will Twitter. a social media ni nyinaa so wokɔ hɔ nom a deɛ ɔmɛsi yɛ nyinaa wobɛnya wɔ hɔ nyame yɛ adom a questions a yɛntumi ansa no nyame yɛ adom no yɛsan de ne ba a yɛde ne nyinaa bɛma no ama no ansa koraa na yɛhyɛ
Saa,
new topic ase
saa.
nyame nhyira sɛ ɔnya aberɛ ɛbɛka yɛ ho sɛ nnwom si ne wante yɛnka a na ɛnɛ financial peace education from Hope for Life Radio with yɛnua Patrik na ne yɛ Barfi kyɛde da biara meka ne ne number ankasa nso yɛ 703 981 1910 703 981 1910 ɛda tɔne nso deɛ no yɛ 571 499 3135 571 499 3135 ɔse nyɛ sɛ wopɛ ka nko a wofrɛ no at any time a questions biara mmoa bi a wohia ansa na watɔ kaa no ɛbɛboa menim sɛ yɛbɛhia no bebree kɔ a Ghanaian community no deɛ we need him because yɛyɛ saa mistakes ni bebree questions amanfoɔ de brɛ m'akyire nyinaa na ɔsɛ ka yɛnya time the next time mɛma no akasa kakra bi na wa answer questions no ama yɛ yeah enti nyame nhyira mo sɛ nnwom si no wante yɛnka a na ɛnɛ financial peace education DJ Mike ana metena akyire ɛkyinkyim afidie no ɛma yɛde brɛ mu nyame nhyira mo bebree